Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we will check out the OP10 Eustass Captain Kid leader. He's yellow, 5 life. I think he's probably the most popular one at the moment. I saw a lot of videos pop up at the weekend about him and how to play him, and also the deck style. I think like in general, yellow is really popular. So yeah, also I feel like after maybe Usopp, he's probably the strongest one so far, at least from what I know and from the OPO10 East Side meta. So yeah, let's check out the top deck One Piece. So as you can see, you play him more like a basic yellow leader with some triggers, like for example like Nami, the Nico Robin. The Beza Hawkins is a really strong addition here. As you can see, on KO, place one card from the top of your opponent's life into the trash, which is really strong. So you technically just trashing a card from your opponent. And what makes him really strong is that the leader ability. You can turn one of your life cards face up and then give blocker to one of your 3 or 8 cost supernova cards. So really strong for the Beza Hawkins. So technically on a 4 Dawn turn, you can just straight up play him, make him a blocker, and then when an opponent is attacking into your life or a character, whatever, you can just block and your opponent loses a life. And yeah, as you can see, here are a lot of supernova types. I feel like, okay, maybe a little less than in some other builds in this one. But I checked out like 3 different, like the 3 top decks so far at the moment. Like in the list, like just on the top of the list, I just checked out the 3 yeah, the 3 highest ones. And yeah, as you can see, they're kind of like basic, basically the same. They have a lot of supernova cards in here, like the Eustass Captain Kid, or just Eustass Kid. I don't know why they missed the captain here, but just the Eustass Kid is one of the staple cards. It's a really strong high beater, like an 8 cost card. Trashes a card on play from your opponent's life if you rest him. Then with the leader ability later, you can set him up and make him a blocker. Then end of the turn, if your opponent has 2 or less life cards, you can draw a card and discard one. So also really strong. Some used to play him as a 2-off. I think other, yeah, here play him as a 4-off. I'm actually not sure like what is the better ratio. Maybe we can check out in the future and make some different deck builds about Eustass Kid. Yeah. So in general, usually you want to have like 2 to 4 from the kit. Then the Trafalgar Law, the new Secret Rare, is also a really strong card. You can just reveal Supernova type, put it in your life from your hand, and then give one of your Supernova types 1 rested Dawn. I know if your leader has the Supernova type, then you can give 1 Dawn to the leader. So yeah, technically for 7 Dawn, you can just give 1 Dawn to your leader and also put one of your Supernova types into your life, which could be kind of strong with the new law. It's just a 2k counter with the trigger if the life is in total 5 or less, you can play him out. It's a little bit like the Frankie or like the Bello Betty cards, the new yellow ones. So yeah, kind of nice trigger. You can also put the Beza Hawkins in there, which also has a trigger with draw 2, discard 1, then from your hand. So you're basically just trashing 2 cards because he will be trashed then as well. And another card and draw 2 cards, which is kind of nice, especially in the later game when you probably don't need him so much anymore. You can just trash with your kid or just go straight in the life with Ace or something. Then Gedatsu is yeah, kind of like a card which came back from yellow. I saw a lot of leader were not playing him so much anymore, but he's still kind of like a good card. You can KO a lot of cards. Like depends on how fast you can trash your opponent's life, but usually at the moment a lot of leader play 5 life. Or you have a lot of 5 life leaders, so he became a little bit stronger. The Shirahoshi is also a strong blocker card at the moment. That's why she also spiked in price a lot for NL and also here for Eustass Kid. because if you KO her, you gain 1 life card, which is kinda nice. Yeah, Luffy is the searcher. Scratchman Apu is kinda nice for just a 1-cost blocker if you have another supernova type card, which is also kinda cool. And then just Cavendish and Urush are basic high beaters, like they have 2k more than they cost, and 1k counter, and just in general, because there are not so many supernova yellow type of cards, you have to be yeah, a little bit cautious on what you even can put in your deck, and yeah, that you can even use your law, because you need to have supernova types. You cannot put the Nami in there, which is kind of sad. Yeah, otherwise a lot of people play the Satori, kind of nice for cheating them out and getting also a 2k, and Ace is also kind of like a staple card here. Some play him as a 3-off, some even as a 2-off, but usually you play him as a 4-off at the moment, at least from what I saw in the most decks. Nico Robin is also a possible choice, especially for another life trash. So you can, yeah, basically just trash an additional life card, which could be kind of nice for a lot of matchups, especially because she's a 6 cost, so she's straight up in the middle. Usually in the higher cost, like with 7 or 8, you have a really strong option there, and usually your Basil Hawkins is always your 4 cost card of choice. But yeah, Nico Robin could be like in the middle, because Gedatsu is sometimes it's really strong to play him because you can trash. Yeah, it really depends on the opponent's life. That's what I wanted to say. So yeah, and as you saw, some of the decks play Nami, some don't. And yeah, it's also a choice which you can make, depends on what you like. Also, Raigo is an option, of course, for big characters like Shanks or Blackbeard, for example. So yeah, this is the decklist I tried. It's, I think, the last or the first of the list I showed you before. I just try to play a lot of supernova cards. Maybe in the future I will do another video and play some Namis, which could be a really good option. I also could maybe add an additional kit. Let's see how the gameplays went. Let's start first with one of the yellow leader. Let's start with Katakuri. Katakuri is at the moment still a strong pick. He's really offensive. A lot of people I heard from the east side in OP10 opted to play him when they heard that yellow got a little stronger at some events. So yeah, something to keep in mind, that still some old leaders can also have a big impact on the meta. So yeah, of course I try to play the same as the Eustass gameplays. I try to play a lot of new leaders and into the new leaders, but yeah, sometimes it was just not possible, and I didn't want to wait for 10 minutes to find a game. So I just also took some leaders I heard of, which are kind of nice in the new meta. So yeah, we used the searcher, took the Basil Hawkins, which is really nice, played the attacked with Luffy because we didn't have any other choice to play out. Then 5 into life, why not just try to get the right turn order. It's kind of difficult, especially with the law, with the secret wear, because usually you want to attack first. But with him you want to play him out first, give the Dawn to your leader and then attack. So yeah, kind of difficult to remember. Okay, we went first, which is sometimes also a little sad, especially Katakuri. For him it's kind of nice to go second. At least I feel like going second, going second is better. But anyways, I think he is fine in both situations, but yeah, I feel like it's a little smoother at the second turn, especially also because you can take from a lot of opponents which likes to go second the place, which is also nice. Yeah, just swing into life. He has 2 Paris Pero, which is a little sad. We played the secret wear, as you saw. We put one of the laws in there. We need to be careful not to trigger this card, because it can be triggered and then just went straight to trash. If you have so many, or if there are so many life on the field. We are now at 9 lives, so 4 needs to go until I can play him out. 6 into life, no, 7 into life, we take the blocker Basil. As you saw, we can just trash a card. We gave it with Lin to him because we can trash it anyways, so there's no negative side about it, especially because the law is 2k. And I didn't want to lose the 2k so badly. So we take both. We could have countered out, but at this point I feel like 3 life is still a lot, and if we play another law out, then probably we I even put it at 1. Yeah, I put it at 1.5. Then yeah, we can just put some cards back to life. Willie said he riffed. No card for him from the Perspira. I think it's a really dangerous card for drawing. I don't like it so much. It's like a cool attacker and also just for 3 cost and a searcher, which is nice, but just 3 cards is usually, especially in the modern Katakuri build where you play a lot of other cards, like a big disadvantage if you riff. Especially 2 times in a row. Yeah, as you saw, we just stand up our blocker. Or we stand up our law and make him a blocker, which is kind of nice, and turn around our top life card. It's not working if your top life card is open, so keep that in mind, that sometimes maybe you want to let a hit through. So you get a card and get like a face down new life card. Okay, he plays the big 10 cost mom, so he's back at 5 life. And thrashes our law. So yeah, we have no other option, just go straight into life. He gets a Satori, kind of sad, but on the other hand it's kind of nice that he trashes a 0 cost event. He gets the Nami hit, which is also sad, but we had the right turn order, so it was just a blocker, so just a 1 cost. I mean, of course we would have kept it for the 10 cost mom hit. But yeah, we got the Eustass kit, really nice. We can play it out, trash a card, so he lost in this turn. If you play him out like 3 life cards, which is a lot. Of course he got some triggers, which is always nice, but yeah. Takes it, another trigger, especially if Frankie feels always good, drawing a card, playing out, really nice. At the end, the Eustass kit, yeah, as I said, draws a card, and then we need to trash one. We put the blocker law, we put the law as a blocker, because the kit is more valuable, I feel like. I wanna let the, if I could, I would, yeah, I would, how do I say it, like I would let the law die first and then the kit second, because the kit is, yeah, more valuable because of his end of turn effect. Another life for 7 cost mom, but this time we trash our card because the Basil Hawkins is not so valuable at this point anymore. Also, he just went straight to life. I don't know why he didn't attack into our board. I mean, we still had a lot of counters, so anyways, but yeah, of course with the small hits he can go for sure into our life, but I feel like especially with the big ones I would try to... Oh no, yeah, I see. Now I understand. Like I just forgot that the 7 cost mom is only 8k, not 9k. And of course he cannot attack with the low cost character. Okay, there is a blocker. But I think, yeah, at this point, game's over. We have so many attackers here. We even got the Satori trigger, feels nice. And 2 9k still. Yeah, he will 3 GG and game is over. He just have Perspero, Satori and a Nami, which will all not help him a lot. At least some some counter, but yeah, it's really not enough at this point. So yeah, as you can see, it was a little unlucky for him for the 2 Perspero draw, but on the other hand, he still got some nice trigger. So yeah, next game is against Lim. Green, purple. Lim got a kind of like a buff as well. She got a lot of cards, I feel like. Okay, I think there's Harbors as new as well. There's the Rygo. Yeah, OP10 I think. Yeah, and I think we will use the Raigo to KO the 5 cost 6k. Why not? It's just for free, so why not? Establishing the Shirahoshi body, always nice for an additional block in the future. And yeah, our turn. It feels kind of sad if we don't see the Basil Hawkins. I feel like here I did a small mistake. I should have just went 7 into life and play out the other Shirahoshi. Would be probably, or would have been probably the better call at this point. He plays also the Dofi, really strong card. 8 into life, we take it. No need in giving him 3 cards because we only have 1 2k at this point. Or we had one 2k at this point. Yeah, I was just checking when the Dofi stands up and only stands up at 2 characters, rest characters, so yeah, kinda nice for us. We play out the Cavendish, you know. Kinda nice card, like a 6 cost 8k buddy. Always feels kinda strong, like 8k is a lot. So we went 9 into life. We take it at this point, I feel like. Also just an Apu, so we're still at 2 lives, so it's fine. Okay, he plays the new Mihawk, stands up the Dofi again. So now we take the blocker because, or use the blocker because we really don't want to go too low in life at this point. 9 into life, we need to counter out here. As I would guess, yeah, to extract. Because we cannot rest the Dofi anyways at this point. Just 8 into life, maybe he blocks, I don't know. Gives us some cards, yeah. Because usually they don't want to give up their Dofi. It's really a strong card. Okay, 5 into life, why not? And yeah, play out the Eustass kit, really strong, trash a card. Draw a card, trash a card, and make him a blocker, and there's another one. So next life is probably gone from Lim as well, which is kind of cool. So let's see what she's doing. Okay, 10 into 8. Probably she will be playing out another Mihawk, maybe. So 2 times 10, so we cannot counter out that and or block it. We would just straight up lose both of our cards. So yeah, I would guess like just let the Cavendish go. Especially if she needs to establish a blocker. Because otherwise we will get next turn. Oh no, actually not, because she has the Dofi blocker still up next turn, so probably she will not need an additional blocker. Yeah, so now we can block that, give 1k counter card. The Gedatsu we will not need him anyways now. And there's the Nell. Okay, draw 3 cards, trash 2, kinda nice for getting some additional 2ks. Or maybe a strong card for next turn, I don't know. Yeah, so this hit we would take because we shouldn't have countered out of the Basil Hawker, the Mihawk then. But I felt at this point we probably need the additional Eustass kit for trashing the life card and going into life. Also then we can, if we don't play the Eustass kit, we can also play the ace at this point and just go into his board. Yeah, he let the blocker go, which is really nice. She lets the blocker go for sure. Only 5 cards in hand. I mean, she could have saved it, but I feel like at this point probably a little too much. Also, I don't know how many 2Ks she actually had in hand. Yeah, so just 5 into life. Draw a card, trash a card. Our hand size is kinda nice. Yeah, I would just give the ace away. Yeah, there's another one, quite nice. Stand up the blocker kit and I always say the blocker kit, but usually it's just a normal card gaining the blocker. But you know what I mean. Like stand him up and give him blocker. So yeah, Lim needs to have 4 attacks here, and she has only 1 character on the board. So yeah, maybe she was not lucky. Usually Lim plays some strong cards, like some big strong cards like the Kaido and Linden Secret Rare or the Zoro. So maybe she was not so lucky and play them, or she decided to play a little bit different, but I also didn't saw her trash one of the cards. Okay, 11 into 10, this is a mistake because we can just counter out that with the 2k. Maybe she was hoping a little too hard for it. Another 11. She should have gave the additional 2 Don to the Mihawk, then I wouldn't be able to counter out for sure. I'm not sure why she didn't do it. Maybe she was thinking that I will be probably not able to do it anyways. And she wanted to establish the blocker, okay. So yeah, at this point we could play it out, we could just go straight into live. Trashing 1 card, good decision also. I mean, we still have 2 cards in life, so we don't need to be too scared about it. We cannot play we cannot make our Eustass kid the blocker this turn because the ace is still face up. But yeah, she gave up at this point. And let's see. Oh, kinda too late. Yeah, 2 Eustass kid and 1 ace. Yeah, kind of difficult, so maybe she decided to play more heavy on Eustass kid to be a little bit more defensive than with the Kaido and Linden or the Zoro. Yeah, but I feel like, it's kind of hard decision. Like if you not play the small blocker, maybe she also saved her for cheating it out with the Eustass kid, which could be also a cool idea. Then she had no offensive position. Yeah, like maybe we were just a little lucky on how we draw cards, which is kind of nice at this point at least. Like with green you always have to be really careful on how to play. Some small minor mistakes can make definitely a big impact for you. Okay, here we have the new Smoker red-green leader, which is kind of interesting. I actually like the card a lot, or the leader, and the new cards. I'm kind of sad that it's a little bit heavier on the green side. I would have wished that it's like heavier on the red side. But anyways, the new card is kind of cool. The new Smoker card, which we will probably see later. Yeah, but anyways, we will play out the 2 searchers, search 2 cards, always nice. So maybe we can also kill both of his cards when they attack, or maybe okay, no, he probably cannot use the Virgo, but at least the Bonnie would probably be KO this next turn from us. Also, I'm still not so sure about the leader ability, like, oh, there it is, there was the new Smoker. I think also the Smoker leader will give some additional 1k, yeah, to Virgo at this point, so our Luffy, even if Virgo would have attacked, wouldn't be strong enough. Okay, we get the Satori trigger, just swing straight into life and then use our second Luffy and also just straight into life. It always feels kind of bad for green to get all of the small needle attacks, like just little hits with 5 and 5 and 5. So at this point really nice to have 3 attacks for him, and he gave us a lot of cards already at just 2 life. As I said, at the moment, like mono color leader are quite strong, I feel like. There's maybe only Black Purple Luffy, and Black Purple Luffy is the only one who wanna lose his life more faster. So I feel like in general, yeah, a lot of mono color are really strong at the moment, like Blackbeard, Shanks, Lucci, Purple Luffy. Okay, we played out the, or we gave him the blocker, the Apu. which is also a cool, nice card. It's just a one Dawn blocker, which comes kind of handy really often. Just go with 5 into life, and yeah, let's see at this point, probably another Luffy attack. Yeah. And then maybe 6 with the leader and play out the Shirahoshi to establish a blocker as well. I'm not sure like how big Smoker's range of card is, like how high characters Smoker used to play. I'm really not a Smoker expert. I'm not really sure like how the builds are at the moment for him. Also, I think it's not really figured out like what is the best build. Maybe you play something like Dragon or Shanks and then I'm kind of like in a problem. Or even some green cards, I don't know. Like Zoro, for example, could be kind of devastating. And therefore always nice to have some blockers here. Also, we couldn't use our leader ability all the time now because we don't have a Supernova between 3 and 8 cost. So we let the Satori go. Because he could have just attacked too often into him. Maybe with Virgo into our Luffy, and then yeah, maybe leader first into life, and then the green. No, he goes first. Okay, then we use the blocker because we don't want to lose our life cards, and I also don't like to take 2 life in one turn. Okay, there's the Cavendish and the Base Hawkins, which are quite nice, but I feel like at this time it's maybe difficult. He already established such a big board. Let's see if he lets the Sanji go. Nope, he draws a card and takes the blocker. Okay, so the Eustass kid trashing a Shanks. Okay, nice. Always good to see that one of these cards is gone. Yeah, drawing a card, we need to trash one. Maybe we keep the Raigo because of because we saw the Shanks. Otherwise I probably would have given the Raigo away, but in this situation maybe a 2k is fine. I mean, we probably need some 2ks for countering out next turn, but we maybe can afford to let 2 life go. And then use the... Oh, okay, he even plays the kid. Okay, so we can use the Raigo next turn, so we definitely need to let 2 lives go. So let's see what he's doing. Okay, 7 into life, we let the law go. Like no counter card, and we already have 1 in hand, so no need to counter out this one. Yeah, we take the first one because I was just a little scared that he stops attack. Because he maybe sees what I'm doing, I don't know. Or tries to KO the blocker. Because I definitely need my Eustass kit. Yeah, maybe the Apu. Okay, Cavendish is fine anyways. I mean, like the Apu is kind of nice for when we use the Raigo that we still can establish a blocker. Yeah, so maybe going into the board now is here the right decision. Because I'm not sure if we actually can kill him. It's just 2, he don't have a blocker. Or maybe we can risk it. Just go straight into life with 9. And then, yeah, 9 again. Only 4 lives. Usually green is not so heavy on the counter side. Oh. See what the hand size were. I think, yeah, another Smoker, Eustass kid and Killer, and a Bonnie, so just 1 counter. Was kind of risky, but definitely paid out here. We probably could have went into the board as well and killed 2 Smoker. But the problem is, like, next turn he probably can play out another high character. And then we kind of get a problem because we cannot establish a second life card. Maybe only then in the following turn. I mean, we could have played the Law, which would have been also nice. I mean, probably would have been more safe. But I saw at this point, yeah, maybe it was fine to risk it for the biscuit. So let's go to the next game, and we play against Blackbeard. Also one of the more stronger leaders at the moment. Definitely one of the top meta cards, or leader. Especially in the east side. Because he, as I said, in the Eustass gameplay, he already got 2 new cards. Which are really strong. There you can see the Kuzan in the trash. Oh, kinda sad, he plays as the Dog Q and King KO Apu. So really nice counter to this card. Yeah, we get the Eustass kit, really nice. We will probably need that card. We don't need to KO the Dog Q. We will just draw a card from it, and at the moment, okay, there is the searcher, but usually like we don't have a searcher anyways. So maybe we can play out a Gedatsu or something and KO it maybe later. Let's see what he's even playing. I think if I remember right, like here I will do a small mistake. He plays out the Laboon, probably wants to KO our card, so yeah, I do a small mistake. I thought like maybe he's not using it, so he wanna save the Laboon. That's why he takes first, but he, yeah, he will use it anyway, so I just missed the opportunity. So we took, yeah, basically 1 life for free. Yeah, so at this point we will use the Gedatsu for KOing the Laboon and yeah, just use the searcher. I mean, we cannot change it anyways. It's more beneficial for us to get cards off his hand and not KOing the Dog Q. Maybe there's a later situation where we can KO it, but at the moment, yeah, Blackbeard is already kinda low on hand size. And I didn't want to give him even more with KOing, yeah, the Dog Q. And also we didn't saw Ben Arger. And even the Ben Arger can only KO, I think a 4 cost with the Dog Q in the combination. Okay, there's a Jesus Burgess, nice. And he plays the searching event. Another Jesus Burgess, okay. KOs our searcher, that was obvious. Okay, gives us 2k for his leader ability. Goes 7 into life, we counter out that our life. Our hand size is still quite a lot. Kinda sad that we cannot use the Gedatsu at this point, because the Jesus Burgers is immune to KOing. So let's see. Okay, 8 into life. We probably should have went 7 first. I was just doing the wrong turn order. So maybe he gives now 2 cards, which would be kinda sad. Oh, he takes it anyways, okay. And we play out the Baser Hawkins, quite nice, make him a blocker. And let's see what Blackbeard is doing on his 9 down turn. It's kinda nice that he went first, that we could have decided that, because yeah, he probably could have already played a teach blocker now. I mean, on the other hand, it's also nice for us, we could have attacked more earlier. So it depends a little on the curve, but I think for us it's fine. Yeah, so he used the finger gun, KOing our Gedatsu. Plays another Jesus Burgers, which is kind of dangerous now, because it's already a 8k card. 6 into life. We give him 2 cards because we don't want to lose another card. We will need a lot of cards next turn. Also, he will probably attack with the Jesus Burgers anyways. So let's see. Oh no, he will not do it. Okay. I mean, it's fine, but I would guess like, why not attack? It's like, okay, cool. Sure, we can KO it maybe next turn. And he loses a life if we block, but yeah, I feel like, yeah, by just not using it. Okay, 7 into life. I just wanted to check out if he gives us that card. Yeah, he will. I mean, it could have been also better to at this point to use the law, put additional card into life and make him a blocker again. But I thought at this point it's maybe better to oh, I was just confused like what kind of sound this was. Wait a second. Let's see. Okay, never mind. It was just something on my computer anyways. Let's go back for a second. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't play the law at this point. Maybe it would have been a better decision to play the law. I'm not sure. Okay, so now he has a lot of attacks. 3 attacks, we have 3 life, which is kind of nice. But maybe, yeah, we will just need to take all of the lives. Because next turn, oh nice, a Frankie trigger, we take that. And another trigger, really nice. So we got 2 cards and we won this game already. Yeah, so we can just go 8, 8, 9. And he only has 1 blocker, so he needs to have at least 2 2Ks, which he probably don't have. And even then, we still have really good chances to win. So anyways, yeah, we were really lucky that we got 2 trigger cards to play out. Probably we would have lost if we didn't, because otherwise we could have only played the ace. And then without the on-play ability, I think he's not gaining rush, which is kind of sad. Yeah, I think we would have lost at this turn if we didn't took like 2. I mean, 1 would have been fine as well. So even if we played out the law earlier, take another life, and then he went down 3 lives for us, like maybe there would have been a trigger as well in there, I don't know. But oh no, it couldn't because it's our card, it's not the card we put from life in there. So yeah, we probably would have just went for the Frankie and not the last trigger card. But it would have been enough anyways, like we could have attacked with Frankie first. Maybe, yeah, also something like 5. Yeah, no, 9 would have been fine because he only had 2 hand cards. Yeah, so 9 first and then probably something more higher than. So yeah, we would have won anyways, which is kind of nice. A good feeling at this point. So Blackbeard is still a strong opponent, but we can still fight him. That's for sure. So okay, we play against Zoro now. He got some additional cards as well, as you can see, the Sanji. 1 cost 3 power, which is really strong, and also counter power. Like, this is really a strong card. So he just needs an additional Don for a leader and for the card himself. Then just 5 into life. And can probably play out another one or something else with 1k. Yeah, we give it 2k. We could have done it differently, but I wanted to save the Baser Hawkins. There's another Sanji, okay. We will kill the Sanji first. At this point we really need to keep his board size small. Otherwise he will just straight up overwhelm us. Especially 5 into 3 is always kind of fine. So, okay, this time 6. We use our blocker. 7, we used another blocker and trash his first card, and it's a Radical Beam, really nice. So at this point we could play the Gidatsu. Because we cannot make the Baser Hawkins at this point a blocker anyways. Yeah, so just play out the Gidatsu. It's kind of sad to KO at 1 cost, but it's a really strong 1 cost, so definitely a good choice, especially into this leader. And yeah, take the Searcher. Oh, play out the Searcher, take another Supernova. 6 into life, we take it. Can just play out the Satori. Trash the Raigo, we probably will not need it here. Okay, another rush card, kinda nice for him. Rush Luffy. We cannot block it even if we had a blocker. Yeah, so we definitely need to get rid of it. So 8 into 6, he will probably not give us 2 cards, or even 3 if we don't have any counter cards. At this point we could play out the Basil Hawkins again and the Shirahoshi blocker. Or we play out the Basil Hawkins and the Searcher. It's probably fine as well, because he only has the Nami on board. And we still have some counter power. Yeah, we take the Eustass kit, why not? Make the Basil Hawkins a blocker. There's the Urush in our life, which is also counter power. And let's hope that he's not... Yeah, I don't know what he needs to have, like maybe 2 kitten killers, but even then we probably could have countered out. Yeah, so we counter out the first attack. He plays out 2 buggies. Also a really strong card, like 1k, 3, yeah, 1 costs 3k and then additional search. Okay, we use our blocker, why not? Trashing his card. Yeah, and at this point we can just go straight to life, he don't even have a blocker. And here, yeah, I did a big mistake. I know he played Radical Beam, I should have played, yeah, 4 into, like 9 into 5, so 4 extra done. Okay, so he gave us a lot counter cards at this point, so I was a little scared that we cannot do it at this point and he will clap us next turn back. So I was just playing out the Shirahoshi and go 6 into life. I was thinking for a second, should I even do it? Like maybe get some advantage from it, but I thought like why not? We still have 2 life. We have... Okay, we only have 2 1Ks, which is a little sad, but if he is not smart enough to attack 7 into our life, because maybe he needs the Don, then yeah, we can just counter out and it is what it is, really nice. He didn't have any, yeah, he didn't have any rush cards, so he probably, yeah, I don't actually know what he could have done at this point, like, there were no chances for him to win, I think. Yeah, so kind of unlucky at this point. I think I still have, yeah, 1 more against Caesar, which is also one of the newer leader, which is also a fast game. Because I feel like a lot of red games can go kind of fast. Maybe Shanks is a little slower, but especially like Zoro or also Caesar, they tend to go kind of fast. Double Searcher always feels really nice. We have some 2Ks in hand, Basil Hawkins, technically everything that we need. Okay, so here you can see his leader ability. As you can see, like the basic combo of Caesar is playing the Monet. She can, on activate main, give up to 2 rested Don, like the 2 Don you need to play her out, to the Caesar. So there's technically no minus for you. And then you can give 1 character minus 1000 power during this turn. Yeah, and then the Caesar has the ability with 2 additional Don. You can give a 4 cost or less back to hand. So he can just go straight into life and give 1 of our cards back to our hand. Yeah, so we played a Basil Hawkins out, we didn't have any other options here. I mean, we could have attacked with the Luffy as well, but I felt at this point, like, why just not trying? Maybe he's not KOing, giving it back to hand, I don't know. But yeah, he... Oh, actually it's trashing the card, not giving it back to hand. Okay, so really nice for us. He is trashing the card. Let's see, maybe we can... Stop. Oh, it was too fast. Maybe I can stop at the right point. Okay, no, anyways, there. It will be trashed anyways. Okay, so 5 into life. Just always pressure the opponent, establishing a 6 cost. 8k, there it is. So, yeah, return 1 of your Punk Hazard type card with a cost of 2 or more to the owner's hand. KO up to one of your opponent's character with 4000 or less. Okay, yeah, so it's KOing, not returning it to the hand. He's playing the round table, which is kind of crazy, like 4 Don just for our 6 Don card. But on the other hand, at least he gets rid of a card and takes one of our life, so it's also an option, and then he still has some life, some Don left. But he's really not establishing a big board at this point. Another Monet, also nice for him. So at this point, yeah, just 6 into life and play out the Law. At this point we can just put a Law in there to cheat it out next turn. And also at this point, even if he attacks into our life, we will establish a body and he will not gain anything because we just put the life there with our Law. So a really nice counter for this leader, I feel like, at this point. So we cannot go too low in life size because we always get one back. Okay, he plays out the dragon, nice. For him, of course. There are 2 Don for the leader. Another 2 Don for the leader. So 9 already. And minus 1000 to Law. Can he even KO him? No. He KOs our other Luffy. And goes into life, we take it, play out the Law, which is kinda nice. And now we need to counter out. Yeah. Okay, so just straight up 5 into life. Let's see, he counters out, really nice. So now we can try to go 11 maybe? Yeah, 11 into 9, he needs to have 2 counter cards. Maybe Let's the Dragon Go would be really good for us. Yeah, nice, and he did it. So now we can establish the kid, trash alive, and make it a blocker. Maybe I should have made a Law blocker. Yeah, maybe it's a better idea than the Eustass kid. Yeah, trash a card, maybe the Quenish. We have big characters anyways from now on. Yeah, we make the kid a blocker, but yeah, maybe the Law would have been a better choice at this point. Gedatsu in life is not so important, sadly no trigger for us. Another Monet, maybe he wanna KO or blocker again. Okay, a 7 cost Caesar. Yeah, let's see, the Caesar is kind of like a searcher. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and reveal up to 1 smiley. Okay, this is the smiley card. And put it into your hand. Place the rest of the cards on the bottom of the deck, then play up to 1 smiley from your hand. Okay, so really nice. So you can search an additional smiley optionally, then play the smiley, minus 3000 to our blocker. Okay, he plays even the Otama to KO our blocker. Which seems like to be a big investment for just 1 blocker. But on the other hand, he can KO anyways 2 cards then, which is kind of nice. Yeah, but at this point we like kind of close to winning. Only 3 cards in hand and one of them is only a 1k. So yeah, we just counter out of that attack and yeah, we now have 3 attacks, so we just... Oh no, actually we go 9 into life, not just 7. Yeah, makes sense. Straight up 9 again. Oops, I'm always a little too late. Yeah, and he had another smiley in hand, a shopper, Virgo. Yeah, okay, not a lot of counter power. Still a little, like probably out of a 7k attack, he probably could have countered out. I don't know what the last card was from his life, but anyways. So yeah, kind of like a fun leader. Maybe not my favorite one, but I feel like at this point, yeah, kind of like a cool new addition. He's definitely not trash. Okay, anyways, let's go back to the deck list. So at this point, I felt quite well about the deck list, but I wasn't sure about the leader in general. Like I had really big problems at the beginning to win with this leader. Maybe everybody else was kind of good and I was just trash because I just learned the leader. But I need to figure it out a little, but I feel like the combination or the combo is kind of simple. Like you early game with the searcher, blocker, then middle of the game there's a Hawkins or maybe the Gedatsu to KO something, then early mid game or like late mid game, early late game you play like Eustass Kid or the Law, and then end game just Ace, and yeah, just try to overwhelm the opponent with the last life he still have or she still have left. So yeah, it's kind of basic. A lot of 2Ks as well for countering. I wish he would have had a little more trigger, which felt sometimes a little sad because technically the only really cool trigger is the Trafalgar Law, because and the Frankie as well is kind of same. The Satori, you need to trash a card, which feels sometimes a little sad. Could be also cool. And Basil Hawkins trigger only for late game, I feel like, or if you have like 1 or 2 of him and don't need more. But I feel like in general, I enjoy the Basil Hawkins more than his trigger. So yeah, it's kind of difficult. The same as Raigo. It's like a cool tech choice, but sometimes just a brick as well. You usually really need to play like these two to gain your life and trash your opponent life. If you do something like the Raigo, sometimes you're already so far behind then that it's getting kind of dangerous for you. So I enjoyed the leader in general, and I enjoyed the build as well, but as I said, I really want to try the Nami maybe in the future. Maybe I would bump up the Eustass kit. At some games I didn't saw him and it felt really bad. The law is really cool, but sometimes you just want to see the kit, I feel like. Maybe some people just want to see the law more than the kit, but I feel like actually I like the kit even a little more. Maybe it depends on the game. Maybe a more faster game, maybe against Doflamingo or something, the law is stronger, but against more against leader with a higher build in character, like really strong characters, like Shanks maybe or something, or even a green deck, maybe like the kit even a little more, I feel like. Okay, so far for the leader. Yeah, I hope you liked the video. Please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, write down in the comments if you like the new leaders, if you like the new OP10, if you're already hyped for getting it in real life, the cards. I feel like Eustass kit is probably one of the more expensive ones from the new cards. I feel like Eustass will be really cheap, maybe also Smoker, but here just the ace is too expensive. This card will be probably expensive as well. And then already cards like Raigo are kind of expensive, and the Shirahoshi is expensive. So I feel like here are so many expensive cards. Maybe a little less than in NL, but in general still, yeah. Yellow is always kind of expensive, I feel like, which is a little sad. I enjoy yellow as well a lot. But yeah, it makes it kind of hard for a new player to get into it. But in general, we're playing on a sim, so it doesn't matter how expensive the cards are. Everything is for free here, so yeah. Have a good day, and bye.